Alright, and testing. I think everything looks good.
Baka.
Welcome to the first Shadows of Man Campaign 3 Session 0.
Woo!
Not
Yes!
the back
Woo!
not the backstory session, but to get them where they need to be. Some
I had
things
to,
never
I'm
change.
sorry.
Some things never change. Anyways.
Oh shit, I need my glasses. Give me un segundo.
Well, we were gonna start with
Mm.
Vincent anyways, so you're good.
Ugh.
Alright. Well, man, it is kinda cool to really be or to start this. I've been working on this for like a year now, honestly.
I know, it's exciting, man.
I put a lot of work into this, and I'm excited for the whole thing to start, but I'm excited to see where we get. For now, though.
I'm back.
For now,
Welcome
though.
back.
We join.
Shakes.
We go into the land of the Promera Alliance, a southern territory that recently repelled the theocratic regime of the United Orders of Drakus, a group of draconic paladins who worship the Platinum Dragon and are overzealous in that worship that has led to many death and tragedy. So much so that for 30 years they occupied the South with great injustice and terror. Repelled out while the Platinum Emperor was away on business of a holy nature. The Premier Alliance was free, however, they faced their new problems. The undead have become more common, and notably, in the city of Loten, a young kobold is going through the surrounding area, as he has been hired because of a increase of missing people there. Apparently, a young woman's two sons have gone missing, and this young kobold is out to investigate. Richard, describe your character.
So, walking along during his investigation is a male kobold. Slightly taller than your run-of-the-mill kobolds. Looks to be around 3'2", with what can usually be seen by others as a somewhat slim physique. Um, This kobold is covered in pure matte white scales. However, anyone would notice that under his chin is instead light emerald green scales that extend underneath his jaw, down his neck, and under the robes that he has. Also on the palms of his hands and the bottoms of his feet, and on the whole underside of his tail. So pretty much the whole front, half of his body is emerald green. He has opal blue, draconic eyes. He has two large horns on his head that curl upward and forwards, with a smaller horn on his snout that curls upwards and back. His frontmost fangs are noticeably longer, poking out of his mouth. Behind him, as I said before, he has a decently long tail for a kobold, right around 3.5 feet long, which sticks out a little bit from his short 3'2" body. He's wearing fitted robes similar to almost like monk's attire, gray in color with yellowish gold outlines, with white wrist and forearm straps or wraps exposing his clawed hands, and brown leather foot wraps on his feet, and a dark bluish green shawl wrapped around his shoulders. Finally, on his head is a large brown pointed wizard hat, holes in the top to accommodate his horns, and a little bone hanging from the tip of it to weigh it down. He's got a book on one side of his belt and a scimitar sheathed on the other. And perched on his shoulder is just a little sparrow.
Yep. You kind of remember like going to the city of Loten. That was kind of like one of the first that was the first time I've ever been to like a coastal city, and it was massive, bigger than you would ever imagine. It was actually a nice stroll down, as there's a valley that leads directly to it. And that valley is where you're investigating right now, sort of where the coastal area is. You kind of remember the woman. You got her name, simple, human name. Do do do. Do do do.
Coast City.
You have coastal city. The mother in question was named Arabelle.
Arvel.
Arabelle. Arabelle, I guess would be a better way to say that.
I'm just spelling it how I sound.
A
How it
R
sounds.
A B E L L E.
Oh, I got it right.
Yep, yep. Yeah, she just was looking for someone to look for her two missing sons, twins, just to, like, about to be, like, 15 or 16 years old. You know, like that kind of age where teens can be reckless, try to dare sell something, probably get in too much trouble.
Oh yes,
Yep,
Vincent knows.
yep. One of them was named Arthur. Fraternal twins, by the way, so not identical. The taller one that she would describe to you was named Arthur, and the kind of more short and the more wide, bulky one was named Sam.
Okay.
And you're just kind of looking for them.
How long has he been searching?
At this point, I'd say probably a few hours. Like, if you want to roll a general investigation, you can.
Okay. My first roll, first roll outside of a backstory.
Mm-hmm.
23.
20?
Oh, I GM'd it. I'm sorry.
You gotta,
Me.
yeah, man.
Do you want me to re-roll it?
I
just for the
would
sake of
prefer that,
fairness?
yeah, for the sake of fairness. Like, I've been
Okay,
lenient with
fair
it, but
enough.
because this is hard mode, anytime a new rule is going to
That's
be,
fair.
anytime it's a
That's
GM
fair.
layer, I am forcing the reroll because I can't keep having it happen.
I forgot because we were having a GM for backstory sessions.
Yep, it's fine.
11. Okay, that's fair.
I'd say 11's still enough, like, to find some clues. You do, like, you do see, like, some trails leading out of the city. Definitely you see, like, some wheel tracks, definitely. It's the closest you got to anything. Your Sparrow, which, do you have a name for them?
Yes. His little sparrow name is Aiden.
Yep, Aiden just kind of coos and beckons, just kind of, like, flapping his wings a little before kind of, like, doing a little bird shake.
I know. I know. See if you can fly up and see if you can spot any more trails if possible, Aiden.
Uh, Aiden does fly up. Would you like to see through Aiden?
Yes.
All right, you like kind of go into that trance, like you go on your knees through that meditative state, where you go through, and I would like to roll a perception check as Aiden.
Okay, is this using my perception or is it technically using
It
his?
it's up to you. It's either you use the sparrows or you use your own.
I don't know the perception
By the
of
way,
a sparrow.
well, I was gonna say we're gonna flavor it as a raven just for the sake of like that's kind of what familiar would that be.
Okay.
The perception would be +3.
Okay, I'm gonna use mine because it's
Okay.
higher.
Okay.
25.
Notably, you see another bird circling around, like, and looking around the same area, and lands. It lands down through the tree line, so you can't really see it, but it's relatively close to you if you want to investigate.
Sorry, just typing. He is gonna he will call Aiden back to him, and then he's gonna go to that nearby area.
Are you trying to be stealthy at all?
Yes, he will try and be a little bit stealthy.
Roll stealth.
10.
You try to be stealthy, however, as you approach where the bird landed, a young woman seems to notice you as Alice. I will let you describe your character.
So, a woman turns to you. She's roughly 5'8", 5'9". She has a very tan complexion with ritzy, curly, like really curly hair that's blonde. She wears chainmail with like a battle dress kind of feel, wearing a lot of pastel colors, mainly blues and yellows. And on her back is this gigantic sword that's almost as big as her without a tip. It does not have the pointed tip at the end. She looks very well built, and she has freckles, blue eyes, and has a scarf that's really tied around her neck. She doesn't she has a very lax personality by just how she holds herself.
Yep, and Liedtka,
How
you
tall is she, by the way? I missed that part.
5'8", 5'9". She's not that tall.
Okay.
well,
Still, you are still much taller than me.
yep,
Well, I
Liedtka,
know.
you
I'm
see
like
this
twice your height.
peculiar-looking kobold approaching you with their own bird as Argo landed on you, kind of calling at you in a direction as you're also looking for these people. After all, you're from this place, and you heard about the disappearances. You would know Arabelle just from her running the just the general store. So like common basic needs. She's always like, if you ever had needs, she's always like been able to get it for you for any like just specific needs, whether it's like just metals you might need for certain upkeeps of your weapons, or even just like wood for any other sort of thing. So yeah.
I assume
She-
she immediately notices him.
Yeah, she immediately does, and you're so freaking cute.
he like puts his hands up to his like towards his shoulders as he kind of realizes he got noticed, wasn't intending to meet someone. He's like, "Oh, thank you."
I will assume you're not used to receiving many compliments.
That's a interesting take. A little bit. Hi.
Hello. My
I-
name's Liedtka.
I'm Vincent. It's nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Huh. He like puts his hands out. You're a lot less on guard to meeting a random stranger.
Is that not normal? Is that wording you out?
I just wasn't expecting it. But hi. Again, my name's Vincent. Well, what are you doing out here?
I was just looking for the twins.
Wait, you're looking for Arabelle's twins?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the.
She does me a lot of favors, so I might as well do her one too, you know?
Oh, okay. I'm actually on the same job. I was looking for Arthur and Sam.
You're put on the same job. We're job buddies today?
Yeah, Liedtka, you would know Arthur and Sam, like just from going through the general store, which is actually named the Twin Star General Store.
The twin star. I love it.
Yeah, they would say that to the kids. Like that wasn't really a secret, you know that they're good kids. They just have a habit of getting in trouble. They like to talk a big game. Particularly, they try to they compete to impress you specifically. Like teenage boys, like they see, a strong woman. They're like, no, I'm better. Yeah. Look at me, man. it's adorable in its own.
It would be absolutely adorable to Liedtka because they're literally fighting to impress her.
Well, they're just being kids. Like you kind of know when you're that kind of dumb. But yeah, no. So
So you're saying that we're job buddies today?
I guess he seems a little more calm. I guess so.
Yep, and notably, by the way,
Alright.
you see a big bird on Liedtka, if you want to describe Argo.
So Argo is a full-grown young harpy eagle.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he is a gigantic raptor. Like he is huge.
That's an apex predator type bird. Like
Oh,
that
he
is.
is. Like these birds are known to pick up monkeys and children. So
And in
like,
this
That
world,
also means you
kobolds.
can probably pick up and kill Vincent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, in your
Yeah.
world, that would actually be a threat for you. Like that is a legit threat to kobolds.
and don't worry,
Damn, that's a big ass bird.
my best friend here, Argo, he's he knows not to pick up children or other things.
It
He's
is.
really good at his job, though.
Argo was like pointing the direction of where to find them. However, he does stare at Vincent very intently.
Argo,
He like leans back slightly, like, please don't eat me.
Argo, we talked about this. Don't be disappointed. You're gonna be fed later. I think cooked meat is better for you. And plus, you could find rats and other things. I think there's boars around this place, so you could go hunt one if you want. Once we're done.
It flies away to hunt now. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure I don't taste good.
He's a personality. I do apologize for his demeanor.
Oh, it's okay. I know eagles, harpy eagles in particular, kind of hunt kobolds.
Yeah, but I raised him from a chick. He literally fit in my hand a long time ago, so I taught him well. He knows better.
Oh, okay.
And what is your little companion?
No, he goes, and he gives Aiden a little scritch on his head. This is Aiden. This is my familiar.
Oh, he's so stinking cute. Can I hold it?
Like looks at Aiden. It's okay. She won't do anything.
He holds out a finger.
Liedtka, animal handling.
Animal handling.
Yep, animal
Okay.
handling. Let's see how well this goes.
I'm proficient. 12.
Alright, let's roll the wisdom of a raven. It unfortunately with what I rolled, it flies back and just like kind of like perches on Vincent's shoulder. Just you could tell Vincent like through the teleconnect bond. Like weirdly and interestingly enough, you never really could talk to Aiden. You just always could sense emotions and intent. It definitely is a little backed off. It's a little intimidated by, even though Argo, the Harpy Eagles got still a little intimidated by that.
That's understandable.
Yeah, like it doesn't want to piss that thing off by like, landing on someone that it's bonded to.
That's fair. He goes as it kind of lands back and doesn't go to Liedtka. He's like, oh, it's a yeah. It's don't take it personally. I think he was just a little startled by your friend.
Oh, that's totally fine. Sooner or later I'll win his art over.
You're fun.
Oh, you seem pretty good too.
Oh, thank you.
So let's walk talk it.
Okay.
So tell me what brings you around here. I've never seen any kobold like yourself.
Oh, he like scratches the back of his head. I'm from Lumina Village.
Where is that?
Liedtka, roll me a history check.
Yeah, because I haven't learned all the.
No, you've been
I've
traveling,
been here for years.
but this is still a very massive landmass. Like it doesn't mean you're gonna know everything.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay,
For
so
a total of 22.
okay, this kind of makes sense knowing you, considering what your deal is. This kind of makes sense. Give me 1 second to get this information up. Lumina Village, to summarize real quickly, is basically a small little village to the west. It's the westmost village in the Promera Alliance. It's traditionally
Have I ever ported there before?
like maybe once or twice. You would remember it because it's the home of the Sun and Moon Elves. In fact, it's their ancestral home. They actually serve Yui and Solus, the gods of the moon and sun, respectively. It's a very religious-based village with there being a monastery and a temple to the sun and moon gods. According to history, it was more grand until the United Orders kind of destroyed most of it. So they're still in the process of rebuilding, as their gods were deemed heretical by the regime.
Like every other god.
Yeah, actually yes, but they apparently like what caught your eye was they actually had to hide underground during the occupation because they were exterminating the Sun and Moon Elves because they were deemed of heretical blood because they were tied to, again, uh, false and evil deities, according to United Orders. You would specifically remember that there was a battle that happened there where an Arch Templar by the name of Balith Brelvax, Silver Dragonborn, Balth Brelvax, brought in 200 Templars to try and flush them out, like not waiting for backup, and because of the terrain as well as the ingenuity and tactics of the Sun and Moon Elves, he was forced to retreat, and they lost them. So the United Orders missed their chance to eliminate the Sun and Moon Elves once and for all.
Okay.
Yep. They are the big.
Is
They're
she-
one of the bigger. Just to cap this off, they're one of the biggest. They're one of the biggest voices in dealing with the undead by the very nature of what their deities are and how the undead's kind of an affront to it.
Big undead deterrent. Got it.
Yeah, they're a nation. They're a village of paladins, monks, sun soul monks, and clerics. They're probably like one of the bigger religious forces in the place.
Okay, so this is literally anti-Hell Village. All right,
More or less.
got it. She looks like she's pondering for a second, and then she snaps her fingers. Oh, that place! So are you a cleric? Are you what do you praise? Which one? The sun, the moon? Which one?
Oh,
I chose
neither,
Ultrasun.
actually.
I chose Ultra Moon, you bitch.
He goes, oh, neither actually.
Oh, so you're what is it? Arcanic? Or is that correct?
That's right.
Oh.
Arcanic, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm the type of person that I know that the gods exist. I know that they're around. I mean, how do clerics and paladins exist? But I don't worship them.
Ah, so you acknowledge their existence, but you do fuck all. In a respectful way.
in a respectful way.
All right. I mean, I'm not entirely a believer either, so I understand you there.
Mm-hmm.
I acknowledge that they exist, but like, I don't think it's worth my time.
So you're more the warrior type then, right? I assume that big
Uh.
sword on your back isn't for show.
Haha, it's my prized possession. I made this thing.
Really?
I made it in my spare time. I've been running around this continent
That's
for
so
a little
cool.
bit.
I also want to point out I can't. My voice is kind of deep. This is like like 2 octaves higher is Vincent's normal voice that I can physically do. He's a really high pitched voice.
He sounds like a child, but he's not a child.
He sounds like a child, but he is not a child.
You've been around the Primara Alliance for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I've been places, usually to the ports. I tend to be a guardian of sorts. Help
Oh.
transport stuff, protect the stuff. Occasionally I do search work, mercenary work. I do a little bit of everything.
A guardian. Then does that make you like a paladin of some kind?
No, I'm not a paladin. Paladins usually require oaths. I don't really go by an oath.
Oh, okay. I won't ask if you don't want to tell. I know we just met, so I'll respect your privacy.
Yeah, I would rather keep it hush hush, but
Okay.
I could still kick some ass. That is, if that's a thing. So you're cute. I'm sorry.
I get. He like rubs the back of his head. Yeah, I get called cute a lot.
How old are you?
Hmm?
How old are you? Are you a kiddo? Are you an adult?
I'm actually 15.
So wait, let me do the math.
Nature
That's
check,
actually a
Liedtka.
lot.
I was gonna say nature
That's
check.
he was gonna if she tries, he just goes. That's actually uh quite a full grown kobold. They usually reach maturity around 6.
Liedtka's...
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I'll forego the nature check then.
yeah, he just told me. So.
Yep.
Yeah, he can tell that she was trying to figure it out.
Oh, so okay, I do apologize.
It's okay. Like I said, kobolds are usually small and uh and seen as adorable from time to time when they're not being portrayed as gross, scaly little fake dragons. But that's neither here nor there.
Fake dragons? Aren't you? Wait.
Liedtka, roll a history
I
check. Because, I feel like you've been around this. Like, everyone who's lived this, so it's a low check, but roll it.
history?
Yep.
9.
That's enough. You would know that kobolds by the United Orders were often deemed as a fake draconic race, so they were often hunted. It was a DC 5 for context. It's common knowledge. Like, I'll be honest, if you grew up anywhere in this land, it is hard not to know what they were not. It's hard not to know what they were killing.
But would she have learned? Would she? Okay, so this is me, out of game talking.
Yes.
Would she know that dragons created the kobolds? Because that's literally like that's how kobolds
with that
exist.
history
They're made by dragons.
With that check, as well as like knowing your backstory, I'm gonna say no. You would not have learned that.
Okay, so she's like, I mean, you guys are usually haunted for in a lot of places.
Yeah, that's especially in the United Order. I know that if I were to go there, it probably wouldn't be too safe for me.
Yeah, don't go there. It's
well,
pretty rough up there.
Well, also for a number of reasons, more than just
Yeah,
being a
it's
kobold.
why. Yeah, Vincent, it's why you know why you had to be in hiding. It's because of that.
Yeah. But
So
it's okay. I'm okay with doing jobs just in Promara.
well, I'm more curious about your arcanic abilities. Like how does that work?
Oh well, I'm a wizard.
Come again?
I'm a wizard.
The fuck is that?
He blinks a couple times, like, wait, what? You don't know what a wizard is?
Arcana,
No.
Liedtka. Let's see. Let's see.
Watch her be like, no, I don't know.
I'm
Natural
running.
20.
It's a 4.
Liedtka,
Liedtka.
that must be some weird kind of sorcerer, because the United Orders killed a lot of sorcerers, but yeah, no, wizards, like, maybe one? Yeah, no, not really, not ringing a bell. You have no idea what a wizard is. Kind of makes sense for your backstory that you don't know.
I mean, are you some kind of sorcerer? Like, what kind of blood do you have? Do you use your blood for that shit, or?
Oh boy, no. He puts a hand on his side as soon as she mentions sorcerer. No, that's actually that's kind of been a long debate about sorcerers and wizards. So sorcerers, they are they just innately know their magic. No one really ever told them how to do it. They just can. It's something they're born with. Wizards, they actually have to learn their magic. They go to school. They spend time learning how to study the nature of magic and the weave and writing down spells in there. And he taps the book on his side. Their spell book.
I don't know what anything you just said.
Okay, a sorcerer.
I'm gonna take it for it.
Okay, think of a sorcerer. Think of a sorcerer and a wizard as the equivalent of the nerd and the jock with natural talent.
Ah, okay, I understand now.
but for magic.
Okay, okay. Thank you for the explanation.
He just gives a happy thumbs up.
I never saw a difference between the two. I mean, to me, you're both just magic casters doing whatever bullshit.
It's just kind of
Oh,
how they.
Vincent, by the way, Vincent to a wizard, like, being compared to a sorcerer is like, oh, that's like an insult. I'm just gonna put that
He
up.
he just
She
kind of
wouldn't know.
I know, and it's why he kind of holds his kind of face back of like he keeps the smile. You ever seen like those like smiles where like they're trying to keep a good face, but like there's a vein that tenses up. Like, did you really just do
Yes.
that? kind of like that, but because he has scales, you can't really tell. He just kind of keeps the smile. He's like, kind of, yeah.
Well, I apologize if I offended you in any sort of way. I
It's
literally
okay.
don't know the difference.
It's okay, which is why I'm not upset.
I'm still very sorry. Would you like me to treat you to something to eat when we get back?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, we're probably both gonna get a split of it anyway, so I don't need it. I'm all good.
I mean, at least let me treat you for the little disrespect that I caused you. That's not. It's not really me. I do apologize.
It's okay. You know what? If you insist on treating me, then how about a celebration for making a new friend? As he like holds a hand out as like a handshake.
Oh, we're friends now.
You seem nice enough.
Oh my goodness, Lottie, come here! And she picks you up.
Well, I'm being picked up now.
She gives you a hug.
Yeah, you're a sparrow, by the way. Moves out of the way.
You give him you give him a little squeeze and I need to find it.
Wait,
You squeeze him and just
and then she puts you on one of her shoulders, and she just continues walking.
oh, I guess I'm up here now.
Yep, your Aiden lands back on you.
He gives Aiden a little scritch.
I mean, you're really light, so it doesn't bother me at
Yeah,
all.
he's only 55 pounds.
Yeah, you're not, it's nothing to her. So now we're off to look for the children.
Off on adventures.
First, we gotta find these two fuck faces.
Roll investigation checks.
Investigation. That felt cancerous even to my own ears.
That was perception.
That's perception.
Ah, shit!
Can I
It's
get,
a nice valley. It's a nice valley.
Can I get help? Can
Oh,
I get
right
help
there.
can I get help from Aiden in this? to
Yes,
help me
because your
look?
familiar can give you the help action.
Natural 20, so 26.
Hey!
You two
I
manage
got a
to find
20.
tracks, and you come across a clearing close to the seas where you see a ship with the title, the Bachelor's Fortune. And in the wooden cage are the two twins, fair skin, definitely tan from just working outdoors. Definitely a description of Arthur and Sam. They got these short, like brown, kind of like curly hair that goes a little short, though notably Sam's is a little shorter. Like his is well kept, while Arthur's is a bit longer. And,
That's Sam and Arthur then?
yeah, no, they're
Yep,
surrounded by
are the
robed
boys.
figures who are just seen to be loading things onto the ship. This is a little outside of Loten, enough where they wouldn't see it. And yeah, you're at the outskirts where you won't need to roll stealth, but there's easily like 20, 30 of these people.
Ooh.
Those are the boys. That's a lot of people for two boys. What? Trafficking in this area again?
It's a port city, so it would make sense.
This happens a little too often, more than my liking.
Yeah, you guys have never seen these kind of rogue figures before, by the way. Like, their attire is completely different. They wear more black cloaks. Hard to see their face. They seem to be wearing masks, and they just one of them looks to like the his robes is embedded with a little bit of green, not like a green that would reflect, more of a subdued green that almost looks gross and necrotic, like the kind of green that makes you want to vomit just looking at it. A reflection of almost like the idea of what you think of with green with
So
envy.
like a deep olive green.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, because olive green makes me want to throw up.
Yep, that's kind of where it's at. If you want to try and listen into any of the conversation, roll perception.
Okay. 10.
14.
You guys, unfortunately, you aren't able to hear anything. It's so muffled. It's like. Yep, that's kind of all you hear. It's like so muffled.
Let me check something.
Why don't you send your bird out there?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't remember if you can see and hear through your
You
familiar.
can. You just are
You can't.
blinded and deafened as Vincent.
Vincent goes, so yeah, that's a good idea. And he kind of sits down and then takes and he kind of sends Aiden out, kind of flying a little high. It's real. I'll say this: it is really hard to see a sparrow. They are so small, and even then, it just looks like a little bird flying
I'm
around.
allowed.
They're literally so tiny, they fit into your
Roll.
hands.
Yeah,
Like,
roll a stealth check with advantage. Basically, that's how I'm gonna rule that.
As the Raven, I
Yes,
assume, treating
that
it like
will be
okay.
that. I'll make some homebrew stats for a sparrow later, but
All right. I need to look up the Ravens.
I already got him. I already got him. Don't worry. You have a +2 to this, so it's a d20 +2.
All right. I'll just roll a d20.
Yeah, I'll find something.
12.
Yeah, I'd say like with
Oh,
small
wait, no,
little.
I have advantage.
Yep.
Sorry.
Natural 20.
22.
Yeah, no, hey, it's a bird. It's a forest, man. Like these guys aren't hunters. It's just a fucking forest. Like who's to say a bird is anything? So yeah, and you're able to hear through him, and you begin to hear like the one in the Grievo speak. Quickly, note it on before. Note it on quickly. Like he pauses for a moment. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. The Whispered One speaks through me. We must get them to the Isle quickly. We must be there in order to praise. Yes. Yes, Acolyte. Give me 1 second to get the name. Yes, Acolyte. Hey, this is one of the rogue figures. Yes, Acolyte Night Whisper. Like, they're trying to move things on. It looks like they're going to be loading the boys on quickly.
Acolyte, what?
Night Whisper.
Night Whisper.
Night was. It sounded like Necron, and I was like, "That's
No, Night Whisper. But yeah. Vincent, you can talk, so Liedtka can hear you. You just can't hear her responses, by the way, to remind you.
the way." Would Vincent know? that
Religion
name?
check.
Can I check too? Because, well, I would probably be trained in knowing stuff like this.
Religion checks, both of you. Let's see.
18 for Vincent.
9 for
Liedtka
Liedtka.
makes kind of sense. You never really learned about other deities in your upbringing. Vincent, that's a really vague one. You know that there are gods who are in secret. There, Whisper One could mean a variety of means. For your money, though, if these guys are cultists, it could mean a Lord of Undeath like Orcus. It could mean some other various demon lord. Do me a favor, roll me a perception as +3 as Aiden, I believe, right? Aiden.
Yes.
Let's see if you can
Perception.
notice something on this leader guy. Let's see if you can notice.
Okay.
D20
Plus,
18.
you do know there's a spellbook on him. That would help you clear it in with the 18 religion, I'd say. It's very likely they're referring to a lich god, though you don't know his name, interestingly enough. Like, it's one of
Oh,
secrets.
no, he does.
Oh,
In his
right, 'cause
backstory section.
yes, that's right. You would, yeah, with that,
Oh shit, I forgot to put
But,
my spells. Fuck!
that's fine, don't worry about it. But no, yeah, you would know the name Kitus from your mentor. That it feels like, yeah, like wizards often can turn to him in the pursuit of greater power. Not just in necromancy, but it would be a safe bet to assume it's necromancy. It's not always it, but sometimes the stereotype is that because it's right. And you know the green robes and like the fact it's easy to figure that. So yeah.
Why here? Followers of Kitus.
Liedtka, you have no idea. Like, you get like the strangest, like, instance of deja vu with that name, but that's it. You don't know anything about that name.
Mm. She kind of like gives him a tap,
And actually,
letting him
Vincent.
know that she does not know.
Interestingly enough, as like your mind dwells on Kitus, I would like you to roll me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yep.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O!
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs!
11!
You don't feel anything, notably. Maybe a cold chill down your spine, but that's the extent of it. However, the man who, like the leader, who you've identified as Acolyte Night Whisper, stops and slowly turns to your direction. It appears we have an uninvited guest.
He's gonna, through
Yes.
Aiden, he realized that, and he will try, he'll, like, kind of recall Aiden kind of to circle around and come back, so get his vision and hearing back.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. That's the first, he actually curses. That's one of the first times he's ever cursed.
The Echo, you have no context for that, so that's not really a shock to you.
I know, but out of game.
Yep.
He doesn't usually do that. He just
I
realizes
know,
this
good
is a
we're out
bad
of game, but in
situation.
game, you know, just got it. But yeah, he's looking directly at you, Vincent.
Oh no.
He does see Liedtka, because obviously it's hard to miss her, but yeah. Hey, Liedtka, I'm good. I'm, like, you know, like Sam speaking. I'm just laying them at me, you know, I'm just playing my escape. Oh, shut up, Sam. No, you shut up, Arthur. And then immediately the daggers are pointed at the brothers, and they're just, like, silent. Because, not as a threat, they're just more like, yeah, we don't want to hear these kids talk.
Boys will be boys.
Oh. I guess we're doing this then.
Hey, are you ready?
No.
I mean, there were 20 to 30 of them, as a reminder.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Is there, like, a map by any chance?
No,
Kinda-
this is Theater of the Mind.
Okay.
You're by, like, a shore where they're, like, taking a rowboat to a ship. Like, you know, like, the ship's nearby.
Hmm. Okay.
Do you, like, are your hands on your weapons at all? Like, either of you?
No, mine aren't. Mine is still on my back.
Vincent
Huh?
currently has his hand like on a scimitar.
Before you draw your
He hasn't-
weapon, I offer you a trade. These two, in exchange for both of you.
Why would you want us?
The lives of two meager children a pitiful sacrifice compared to a woman who is a warrior and one such as you.
One such as me? I'm just a little kobold. I haven't done anything. At least nothing special.
I don't believe you have. But you are still of a better quality than the boys. This need not end violence. I simply seek the tutelage of the Whispered One. To be given a greater sacrifice would help in that endeavor. That is all I wish.
I'm inciting the fuck out of this. I don't trust him one bit.
I am currently not caring.
19.
I'm not gonna insight.
He beats you. You
19.
cannot read him.
Damn.
All right. As long as we could get the boys home.
They'll be allowed to traverse home.
I would rather take them myself. You could let one of your goons follow us if you wish.
I think
Or a
not.
few of them.
I am not a fool. I do not believe you carry around a weapon of that size without knowing how to wield it.
Sir, are we agreeing on a deal or not?
The boys go. They find their own way home. I promise that we will not kill them or harm them in any way.
And I would prefer to secure that, sir. They're only boys.
We're not too far from the city. Of course, we could end in this violently, and I suppose that we need not keep the boys. We may simply kill them here and take you unconscious.
I would also prefer to keep it with no bloodshed.
Then you'll agree to my terms. It is no secret that numbers usually dictate a conflict.
Alright, at least let me give them a map on the way home.
Persuasion.
$11.
So long as I may inspect it, to ensure that you do not give more than simple images.
Alright, that seems fair.
Okay, Vincent, what do you do?
She pulls out her own scrolls and starts drawing the map.
I'm like half tempted I'm like half tempted to do some stuff, but I know that these boys are probably in danger
They are.
and held at knife point by more than a few of these guys.
They're not held at
Even
night.
though
They're
we're
in a
there.
cage. They just have people near them. They only point the knives to get them to shut the fuck up on the arguing. Which is interesting to you because normally you would they would threaten that, but these ones seem more negotiable.
You mention a whispered one. What kind of being do you worship that has a name like that?
One of great power and reverence. One whom, were you more wise, you would see the honor in learning from his tutelage.
I'm going to assume that you're not talking about Dragus, because the United Order wouldn't stand for such heretics in their lands.
The United Order
No, continue. I'm so sorry.
The United Orders are devout, though they know not the strings that hold them. No. They are simply a means to an end for the one who controls them. As any who would know, would simply say.
Vincent knows that these boys are at risk of, if he tries anything here, he knows that they're at risk of being killed. He knows that right now, just the two of them, they're outmanned and quite possibly outmatched given this acolyte.
You couldn't gauge his power, quite frankly. Like, you know, without seeing him cast a spell, you wouldn't know how powerful a wizard he or caster he is.
Which is why in this moment he's not foolish. And he doesn't want to risk getting those boys killed or killing a lot of these guys, even though they are followers of Kaitis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always opportunities. After all, ships are fragile things when you have magic.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you guys surrender?
He puts his hand off his scimitar. Very well.
Wonderful. I think unnecessary bloodshed is the callings of weaker followers of far weaker and more pitiful gods. Now, as you guys approach, you're stripped of your weapons, so your armor's left. You're escorted, the boys are let go, and you are, true to your word, they are allowed to be given the map by you, Liedtka. Do you try to include a secret message on there?
No.
Okay.
She just gives it to them.
Yep.
You be good on the way back.
Indeed.
Mom is worried sick about you.
Indeed. After all, should certain aspects of your travels be told, I'm afraid that your mother might meet a more permanent fate, young man. His hand lifts up and you see just a bit of fire go off, like he's preparing a bit of a spell. Vincent, roll Arcana, see if you can identify it.
19.
It's a simple firebolt, just, decently powerful, more powerful than yours, clearly. But it, to a commoner, this could look like a fireball, basically. The boys do run when they see the fire. But you can tell that it's clearly it was clearly a tactic to make, to hide any true semblance of whatever capability he's at.
Yeah, an intimidation tactic.
If these are followers of Kaitis, secrecy is one of their biggest things, so this guy would never show any full power. He's been kind of vague and, not said anything about anything. Do not worry. You will have guests soon. You'll have others to accompany you. I hope you had good relations with your loved ones, a good fonding memory, because you are not returning from this. You are escorted onto the Bachelor's Fortune, as what the name of the ship is. And as you're escorted, in the cells, you see notably a blue tiefling and a half-elven woman in the stockade as well.
A blue tiefling and a half-elven woman.
Yep. The blue tiefling looks to be in his 40s. He looks at you. I see we have more guests. Welcome to my ship. He's clearly in a cell, by the way.
Oh, it's this guy. Hey, I remember this guy.
Oh, how the fuck did you end up down here?
Well, I got to tell you, it was an epic battle of great proportions where I his crew abandoned ship and he was caught in his sleep.
Hey,
Well,
listen, I totally believe that because he doesn't seem well versed.
yes, you heard I've said this plenty of times. Trust me, I am more than BCI. He really isn't. And as you guys are put into the brig to an unknown fate, that's where you end your session 0.